Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. I'm kalikaiz and today we're playing black-green tokens. This is a list that did very well at getting a trophy in the Pauper leagues, and it's super spicy, so I'm going to check it out. The first thing you need to know about this is a black-green deck that relies on having tokens in play. I called it black-green food because it has a lot of food in play as one of the main ways of having tokens. So your payoffs are Cloakwood Swarmkeeper. Whenever a token you control and whenever a token enters the battlefield under your control, you get +1/+1 counter on Cloakwood Swarmkeeper. You also have Glimmer Barn, which is what I'm calling ATOG at Home. It says sacrifice a token, it gets +2/+2 until end of turn. User debagging trophied with this, so props to them. And it just looks really sweet. We are supporting the tokens theme with many partings. Search your library for a basic land card, put in your hand and shuffle and create a food. Then we have Cash Grab, which mills 4, you get a permanent card, and if you control a squirrel, I don't think we have any squirrels, so it doesn't matter, but you get a food here. And Malevolent Rumble, it's another look at the top 4, you get a permanent, and you create a token, which is an Eldrazi spawn. You have Ram Through as removal / finisher. You have Hooting Mandrills and Gurmag to make use of all the stuff you got milled with these Delve creatures. You have Revive the Shire to get something back from the graveyard. And then Generous Ent is part of the mana base. The one of Cauldron Familiar here. And Debaggin had the basic forest and swamp, but I really like these pixel lands, so I'm going to use those instead, just because they're sweet. I like them. Woodland Chasm sort of fits the snow theme for me. And then in the sideboard, you've got Suffocating Fumes as an instant speed 1/1 sweeper, Arms of Hadar. Makes sense because you're not always getting black. You really only have one black pip in play. That makes sense to me. You have Snuff Out as an additional one additional copy. Okay. 4 Weatherstorm makes sense. Troublemaker Oof, that makes sense. Mass Vandal and Troublemaker Oof can kind of do the same thing, whereas Vandal is turned on pretty well in this deck. Another Ram Through, and then Sundering Growth, which has destroy target artifact or enchantment, then populate, which is create a token that's a copy of a creature token you control. We don't have creature tokens. Oh, we have Malevolent Rumble, so we have Eldrazi spawn creature tokens. Okay, I can see it. So before we get into the league, make sure to like and subscribe, leave me a comment, let me know what you thought about this deck, and hit me up with some other spicy lists. That's always kind of fun. Make sure to check out patreon.com/kalikaiz if you're interested in sideboard guides for the decks I know how to play and that I like to play. You can get early access to videos by signing up in the YouTube membership. And make sure to check out cardmarket.com, the largest seller of Magic the Gathering cards in Europe. Let's hop right into the matches. Okay, this is round 1. We're on the draw. We have 1 land. It's a tap land. We have double Ram Through, Vines, Revive the Shire, which can't get us a land either, so this is a mulligan for me. We have tap land, Gingerbread Cabin. We can play Swarmkeeper on turn 2, then Gingerbread Cabin. Then go like, okay, I think this is fine. I'll just put back the Angler. I don't know what's happening. I'm just going to try. Our opponent on Island. Okay. So I guess we just Woodland Chasm first. Pass the turn. And then we'll try to start making some token stuff happen. Hopefully this deck is as good versus Terror as I thought it would be, because our little 1/1s are going to be big. Let's play a Woodland Chasm and pass a turn. Our opponent Thought Scours away a counterspell on an island. Turn 2, they play an island again. Now I can forest cycle. Grab a forest, play the forest. Let's play this Swarmkeeper thingy. Let's see if they counterspell. I mean, they kind of need to. This thing's going to get big. They could bounce it later on. So I probably go Glimmer Barn, Many Partings. Try to get a food going on the next turn. They play an island. The problem with that is that they can Spell Pierce, which I'm not a fan of. Play Many Partings, I guess. Try to get basic and a token. Spell Pierce. Okay, pretty expected. Play this Glimmer Barn. Play Gingerbread Cabin. You go to 19. So I do like their Spell Pierce art. Good choice. I think our next plan is Probably to Malevolent Rumble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so they're going Murmuring Mystic. Can I kill that? Malevolent Rumble. Finding the Forest. We're going to just take the Rancor. I think I take the Forest here. And then I'll play the... So this gets a counter. Play the Forest. We'll go Rancor here. And then I can sacrifice a token. Okay, so that doesn't work out the way they want. Let's attack with both of these. And then if they block, their Murmuring Mystic is dead. So, question is whether or not I ram through this right now or play the Mandrills, but I think I want to ram through this to there. Okay, so our opponent's at 16. Next turn, we get to play Hooting Mandrills. We have nothing else going on, though. They sleep with the dead, my Glimmer Barn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plays a Tolarian Terror for 3 mana. I'll play a Hooting Mandrills. I probably should have done one less, like a double Hooting Mandrills there. I guess that was a mistake. Our opponent's got fatties, we've got fatties too, but they're 4/4s, not as big. I could double block. They're on Sleep of the Dead. We'll try it. They would have to bounce a creature. So Boomerang right now. They could Boomerang the Cloakwood. They're just going to let their creature trade. Okay. I think it's better for me if I just keep their creatures off the table. Echoing Truth, my Swarm Keeper. Okay. 1 card left in hand. Plays another Terror. 0 cards left in hand. We have Vines of Vastwood. I guess I can do all this. Play this guy. Play this thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll attack you. No blocks for the opponent. Okay. And then I can, if they go to attacks, I can Vines of Vastwood this Hooting Mandrills. Okay, they have 0. So they can Sleep with the Dead, my creature, if they want. They'll hit in for 10. I can hit in for 8. Okay, they have 3 left. I'll Vines this in response. So they can't attack this turn. I have an 8/8. Let's see if I can get some tokens. So I can Forest Cycle, grabbing the Gingerbread Cabin, which is nice. Play the Gingerbread Cabin. Now I get a food. Now this thing grows and this thing grows. I can attack with my Glimmer Barn. So if they want to trade, they can block. Then I can put the Rancor on the Mandrills. Okay, they take the 3, going to 10. They can Sleep with the Dead just one more time. Looks like they drew a draw spell. 4 mana, Deep Analysis. That is a pretty big game for them. And they play an island, so now they have a Sleep of the Dead available. What are they going to hit? Targets the Hooting Mandrills. Okay. So right now, we have 5, 6, 7 damage. Are they going to attack? They swing in for 5. Okay. So now I can play the Baker's Bane Duo. Make a food. Now I have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 power. So I just attack. They have to block with the Terror. And then I get to sacrifice both the food and eat their Terror. That's pretty sweet. This deck is working. Interesting. I didn't expect that. I guess I should have. Expend 4. Create a food. Okay. Fair enough. So they'll take the 3. I probably should have just attacked with a Glimmer Barn. I didn't think that through. I kind of, because this isn't strictly lethal, so they don't have to block with this. I am just not a a combat damage gamer. Yep, got me there. All right, I'm turning on the preview window because this is a lot of cards that I haven't seen before. I bet other people haven't either. Opponent's trying to figure out what I was doing attacking with that. Okay, yeah, your turn. They're currently at 7. We're at 15. We can gain 4 life. They go to 4 off the Deep Analysis. That's a little sketchy. 3 cards in hand. Brainstorm. Plays a Tolarian Terror. So I've got 15 blocks. We have 7 power attacking. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Return target permanent card from your graveyard or hand, create a food. What should I return? I guess I can return the Generous End. But cycling it doesn't do that much. I definitely want to use this. So I guess we're returning the Swarm Keeper. So I can go a little bit wider. Play the Swarm Keeper. So now I have 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 power. So if I attack with everything, block, block, this is only +1/+1. They could just double block here and block this. That means that I give this +6 to 10, kill 2 of their creatures, they eat my Hooting Mandrills, and they take 3. So I guess I'm not attacking. It turns out we're going to be doing a lot of combat math, and we'll see how that goes. They have 3 cards in hand. They're just going to start jamming Mental Note, okay. They get Echoing Truth and an island in the graveyard. Thought Scour, okay. Mills Cryptic Serpent and Mental Note. So Sleep of the Dead is now turned on. They can use it 2 times. Mental Notes again. Milling Island, Counterspell. 2 cards in hand still. Sleep of the Dead, they can use 2 times right now. If they attack out... If they double Sleep of the Dead, if they Sleep of the Dead here and here, then we kill them next turn. Okay. Do it. Attacks for 5. So I can block with these 2 and kill that. They had Echoing Truth before. 2 Echoing Truths have been played. So I guess I will just double block. If I don't, I'll double block. Okay. Terror's dead. We have fewer creatures in play though. Forest, I guess I hold it for the moment. Opponent has found a Lorien revealed. They get to draw 3 cards. 5 lands available. Guru Islands. Plays a Delver. 3 cards left. We need some sort of card advantage. They're going to use another Sleep of the Dead. I guess on the Glimmer Barn again. Okay. Getting in for 5. Play this. Let's go Cash Grab. We'll bring back the Baker's Bane duo. And then we get a food. Okay. Cloakwood gets a little bit bigger. Becomes a 3/3 or 2/2. And then the Baker's Bane duo will make it a 3/3. This creates a food again. I have 2 3/3s now. And then I can like... No sense attacking. Opponent Thought Scours. I guess they can clear my entire board. So if the Delver flips, we could just be dead. Does not flip. That's kind of lucky. So they go sleep, sleep, sleep. And then I go to 13, and then I'll go to 12. Cryptic Serpent, that's very scary. They're going to sleep a couple times. Card's getting kind of annoying. Okay, so they continue to lock down the Glimmer Barn. Barn? We'll find out. Someone will tell me how it's pronounced. Okay, what's next? Maybe they lock down the Swarm Keeper? Okay. Attacking for 10. We'll gain some life. Now we're at 3. The creatures have not untapped. I can play Gurmag. Get rid of Vines, Cash Grab, Deadly Dispute, Revive, and Vines. And a Forest. Counterspell. I guess we die. We'll see what happens. They can only sleep 1 time right now. So I get 1 block. We can gain 6 life going to 9. Block 1 time. That's not enough to live. Opponent draws 3 more cards. What do I have in my sideboard for this deck? We have nothing. Snuff Out maybe? Ram Through maybe? They're just attacking. Okay. So I will double block. And then we're gonna make it crack a food, crack a food. Crack a food. Gain 3. Crack a food again. Oh, that didn't work. Dang it. You expend 4 as you spend your 4th total mana to cast spells. So I messed that up. I'm just gonna shame scoop. I had to learn what expend means. Plays another serpent. Yeah. Okay. I could win with a ram through because I could sacrifice a bunch. Malevolent Rumble. What do I get? Colony Garden. Okay. So I've got some blockers. Play a Colony Garden. This is a 5/5. I think I'm still going to concede. Maybe I block, block, block. Take 5/6. And then I can gain 3. Okay, we'll just see what happens. I don't feel confident. Oh man. One is brainstorming. I'm just going to yield and sell blocks. I wonder if their only interaction is the one Sleep of the Dead. Maybe they can mill some more to get 2 activations out of it. They flip their Delver on a brainstorm. Plays another Lorien Revealed, going to 11 in library. I feel like they're moving a little slow. Brainstorms again. They have 12 minutes on clock and it's game 1. So if we take game 2, they're going to be pretty under the gun. Now they need 1 more card in the graveyard to double sleep, but then they won't have 6 mana. I forgot also that the food gives me 3 life, so I'm going to be going to 10. I have 3 blockers. This puts me to 2 blockers. And then I block the 2 6/5s. I go to 10. They attack with everything. We lose the game. Okay, our opponent's attacking out. Block and block. We will crack the food. Crack another food. So I made some mistakes, I think. That definitely cost me. We'll see if we can do better. And this is my very first time trying to play the deck. Okay, Mr. Mappleback. Ram through in. Potentially the Snuff Out. Okay, so maybe Snuff's not that good. Take out the Vines and the Snuff. I just really wanted the Ram through, I think. Maybe Vines of Vastwood isn't as good as the Ram through, and then like Snuff Out can stop them from having a big creature. So I'll take that, bring it in. Kind of didn't know their list either, so it's hard to say like what to do exactly. We really needed to draw some Deadly Disputes. I think maybe this deck could have a couple of Eviscerator's Insight in it since you're doing so much milling. Okay, we got to get on the board fast. This hand doesn't do it. Mulligan. We have a Swarmkeeper. So this looks like it's pretty good. Turn 1 Swarmkeeper. We'll probably put back the Ram through here. And then just start trying to make tokens. Our opponent could go for the turn 1 Spell Pierce. Yep, so let's play Glimmer Barn. Play the Woodland Chasm. Get in for 1. Now, this is a super aggro hand for us. We have many partings to get a forest, and then many partings again. Or we just go many partings into Baker's Bane Duo, depending on if they Spell Pierce us. And they end step Brainstorm into a Thought Scour, so they could only have a Spell Pierce here. All right, okay, so that means we can go Forest, play many partings, grab a basic, get a food. Pretty sweet. Archithing grows. We'll play Baker's Bane Duo, get another food, and attack for 4 on turn 3. That is awesome. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage coming in the next turn. 11, 12, 13. Wow, this adds up fast. They Brainstorm on my end step. Mental Note to clear the Brainstorm. Okay, mill Spell Pierce, Lorien Revealed. So they feel like they can't play around, make me play into the Spell Pierce anymore. Gets a Cryptic Serpent onto the battlefield. Okay. We have a Hooting Mandrills. Let's many partings. Grab another land. Play the land. So if I attack with this, I have to sacrifice 4 foods to kill the Cryptic Serpent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't play the Hooting Mandrills either. Is it worth just attacking in? I'm not sure. I guess I should force them to have another creature. Let's just get in. Interesting. They take the 1. Okay. 14. No attacks for the opponent. Now they're holding up interaction. We knew they had Echoing Truth and a bunch of other stuff. Go land. I'll play out my Hooting Mandrills. So this makes the Baker's Bane Duo slightly bigger. They counterspell. Okay. Let's attack again. This time they do want So they probably have Echoing Truth. Sacrifice. Sacrifice again. Sacrifice again. I'm assuming they have Echoing Truth here. Boomerang. Okay. Replay it. 4 cards in hand for the opponent. They play a Brainstorm. I mean, we can play the Hooting Mandrills again. Mental Note to clear the Brainstorm. Getting rid of 2 islands, 4 cards in hand. Okay, Gingerbread Cabin, that's good. It makes the food. Now I have a 5/5. Play the Mandrills. And then my Baker's Bane duo gets bigger. I don't know. I guess I pass. Our opponent, no tax. I know they have. Okay, let's try a Generous Ent. If this resolves, that'll be great because we can attack right into the Cryptic Serpent. Counterspell. Okay. They continue doing nothing. They must have more interaction in hand. Like Colony Garden. Make another token. So my Swarm Keeper is now a 6/6. Opponent still can't attack. Like Cash Grab. So this gets to mill and then get something back. What do I want to get back? I guess it's going to be the Rancor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take the Rancor back. This thing's bigger. Put the Rancor on the Hooting Mandrills. Counterspell again. Boomerang the Hooting Mandrills. Okay, so that gets rid of my Rancor. I'll cast the Hooting Mandrills. Get rid of Revive. Cash Grab. And I guess I'm trying to attack for 7 here. Doink. They've got another Boomerang. Echoing Truth. Sure. Alright, we're just hanging. Right now I can make this a 6/7 when I attack. But they have so much counter magic and bounce. Okay, so they concede because of clock. That's fine. So they're not under that much time pressure now. So I want to probably bring back in the vines. See if I can counter their bounce spells. And then I guess I'll get rid of 1 ram through. Although I do like that. Maybe the Cauldron Familiar is just not really where we want to be. Okay, so turn 1, tap land, turn 2, this guy. Then we can, okay, let's keep it. Our opponent on Delver. Play Woodland Chasm. Pass a turn. I don't think the Delver is going to be able to race that much because we have so much food. I'm so hungry. The Delver does not flip. They cycle a Lorien. That'll give them an island and they can just cast Ponder or whatever. Another Delver. Getting in. Okay. Play out my 2/2. Make a food. Now they flip immediately. Pretty good for them. Getting in for 6. I'll try this Many Partings. Grab a land. Play the land. We'll go Rancor on the duo thing. Okay, attack for 4. Now, if I find a spot where they're tapped out, I can ram through and kill a Delver. 4 mana. They deep analysis themselves. Okay. Let's cycle and grab the Gingerbread Cabin. They get in. I'll go Gingerbread Cabin, make a food. Let's go Malevolent Rumble, get a token. We'll get Rancor. That's pretty good as well. And then I can ram through, kill this, kill your Delver, and then attack you for 5. Yeah. I probably should have used the spawn so I could have played the Angler, but I forgot that I had that spawn mana. Not gonna lie. What's next? They Thought Scour themselves, milling a Murmuring Mystic and a Lorien Revealed. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. They need to pay 3 mana. Oh, they go to 5 with the Deep Analysis. That means that this Vines of Vastwood is going to do a lot of work. Getting in for 3. Okay. So they're probably relying on a bounce spell, but because they didn't cast it yet, they're probably going to die. I'll start with the Cash Grab. Returning this Baker's Bane duo. We're at 4. Now I can just cast the Baker's Bane duo. That will be enough mana to make this a 5/3. And then I attack, and then we win. Create a food. Most damage they can deal is... Oh, Vines of Vastwood for the win. Oh, wait. Echoing Truth on that guy. Yep. Cast. Give this hexproof. Okay. That was wild. We get in Grixis at the right time. Good luck in the rest, opponent. We'll see everybody in round 2. Okay, round 2 on the play. We'll take it. Okay, I have a Glimmer Barn, or I can go Gingerbread Cabin into Cash Grab. I think I keep and then just lead on the tap land, although the Gingerbread Cabin coming in later is way better. I think it's better to just get my tap land out of the way. Let's see what our opponent is up to. So Cash Grab is an instant, notably, and it's got cute squirrels on it. Our opponent's playing Plains, Raven Inspector. Okay, so they probably won't mess with the Glimmer Barn right away. Yeah, I'll go Glimmer Barn. Found another like tap land token creator. So we'll just play the Colony Garden and then pass the turn. I can sacrifice the token to make this thing a 2-4 or 3-4. But we are looking to try to one-shot them, TKO them. It might be tough because they're probably going to go pretty wide. So I guess we need to bring in, we need to find the Rancors to get through. I'm also missing black mana. So if I find a Generous Ent, I can cycle for the Swamp Forest. No attacks, okay. Another Glimmer Barn. Start off by attacking. So if they block, I'm trading a plant for their creature. I think that's fine. If they don't block, we'll just let the damage happen and then cast the Cash Grab or the Rumble. I guess it's the Rumble here, since the Cash Grab is instant speed. And then I think I take, it's pretty tough. I think I take the Generous Ent because I need the Swamp. Maybe the Cloakwood's just better. I'll take this. Okay. And then play that out. So then this thing's going to get out of hand as well. I just want as many big creatures as possible. That's my plan. If I find a swamp, then I can use the Swarm Keeper and kind of just keep deadly disputing my tokens and making it bigger, which is pretty sweet. They cycle for a Plains. They do have Thraben Charm mana available. They can kill any of my little guys, but not this. Plays a Suture Priest. Okay. That's going to be annoying, but not game winning, I think. So this makes a food, but I think I want to go Cash Grab, take the Woodland Chasm, play the Chasm out. Then I can play this and make a food, making my Swarm Keeper bigger. And we just have to deal with that. It's funny because my opponents are really confused and it's making them play pretty slowly. Let's get in. Aya with the 1-2. Our opponent plays Core Skyfisher. Now they gain a life off the Suture Priest, then they can pick up the Thraben Inspector. They pick up a land. Plays another Suture Priest. I can make this a 3-3 at instant speed by deadly disputing some tokens. So let's attack. Our opponent's going to take it. So I'll start by deadly dispute the plant. We get a token. Put a counter on this thing. Make a black. Deadly dispute the food. This thing gets bigger. Because we spend 4 mana on spells. So now I'm attacking for 7, 8, potentially 10. I can also just Cash Grab. Turn 5. Cash Grab, make another food. We'll get back the Rancor, I think. I'm attacking for 8, 9. I can sacrifice this to be 11 damage coming in. They're just going to take it. And then play another Swarm Keeper. Pass the turn. We'll go to 17 off the Suture Priests. Then next turn I can Rancor on the Cloakwood. And then revive the Shire on another Rancor. Play the Rancor. Get in. When it's gaining life. They currently do not have strands available. They're getting close to being dead. Core Skyfisher, okay. So what did they pick up a Core Skyfisher with the Core Skyfisher? Let's cast Core Fisher. No, they returned the Plains. Okay. So they're going to be at 15. It's in for 2. They have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They have 10 toughness. All right. We're at 15. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. They have 9 attackers. We have a ram through. Okay. I can Rancor here. Then I can revive the Shire on the Forest or the Rancor. Probably the Forest. I wanted to put on the Rancor, but the Forest gives me more tokens. Makes the Cloakwood bigger. Could also put it on the Generous End. I can cycle the Generous End to get another food token with the Gingerbread Cabin. Okay. Pick this up. Make a food. So my Cloakwood's going to get bigger over here and here. Now I'm going to cycle the Generous End for my last Gingerbread Cabin. Play it. Make another food. And then I'm attacking. Send in the team. So let's see what happens. Depending on how they block on the Cloakwood Swarmkeeper, we could easily have, easily have lethal with this ram through here. Blocks on the Baker's Bane, which is going to be a 3/3 after I cast the ram through. They're probably afraid to block with their Suture Priest. Blocks the Cloakwood with a Thraben Inspector. They're definitely dead if they don't block the Glimmer Barn. Or Baron. Okay, I'll just sacrifice a food. This is basically my ATOG at home coming in. Sacrifice another food. You're at 15. This is already 15 damage. And then for good measure, ram through this, targeting this. You're super dead. All right, cool. They go to -7. Arms of Hadar could be good. They have a lot of 2/2s. Let's think about that one. What else? Fumes isn't that great. I feel like ram through is kind of medium. Don't think Vines of Vastwood is that necessary here. It does protect our creature. So we want to keep our big creature alive. I guess that we want to keep the vines. Don't think the Cauldron Familiar is that necessary. So then what else can we cut? I guess the Gurmag? Just some top end. Okay, run it back. All right, I'm going to keep this one. We have many partings to get another basic if we don't find an untapped one. If we do find an untapped one, we'll just go untapped into Cloakwood, turn to many partings. They lead on a Lunarch Veteran. We have a ram through, so we play the tap land and pass. I guess our turn 2 is get a basic, play the Swarmkeeper. Turn 3 would be like cash grab into Rancor. They get in for 1, putting us to 19. And they've got a Novice Inspector going to 21 life. What else? No follow-up. We find Swamp. I'm going to play the Cloakwood. I think I still many partings right now for a basic. And then I can play the basic, play the Swarmkeeper out. Next turn I have 3 mana untapped, so I can do a couple of things. It's probably going to be like, guess I can like Malevolent Rumble into Cash Grab. They get in for 2. They crack a clue. And plays a Lunarch Veteran. Ooh, another Swarmkeeper. That's great. Play the land. We will play Malevolent Rumble to make my creatures 2/2s. Grab the Gingerbread Cabin. I can't use it just yet. I guess I take the Untapped Forest. And I have a couple of 2/2s. And I'll go ahead and swing in. They can't block with their 1/1. This can potentially hold off all of their creatures. And I turned off the preview window. It was too distracting for me. I'm sorry. I'll try to highlight the things that are going on. They have 4 planes in play. Will they attack? They are attacking out. So they probably have the pump spell. Okay, that's 9 damage. They might have another one. Go land. Play the Glimmer Barn. Try a... I'm not even sure if I need to do anything here. I'll just attack. I have 4 mana instant speed. Our opponent's at 18. They have 4 lands in play. Plays a Thraben Inspector again. Now they're at 20. They cracked the clue. Let's see if they found a land. They did. So they could have Thraben Charm right now. No attacks. Let's play the cash grab. We mill Swarm Keeper and a Rancor and a Forest. I think I'm going to take the Rancor. What's on tap? If you control a squirrel or return to squirrel. Do I have squirrels? You make a food. You control a squirrel. Do I have any squirrels? That doesn't make any sense. Is this a squirrel? No. Is this a squirrel? No. So this doesn't actually make foods. Okay, everything's very confusing. That's okay. Start with Rancor here. Then I will attack. Let me go look at the deck and see if there's squirrels. Okay, there's one squirrel. It's the Baker's Bane duo. So let's pass. And then I guess I'm looking to return the Baker's Bane duo so I can start using the cash grab to make more squirrels or more tokens. They have 6 mana. No attacks. Cash grab. So the Cloakwood isn't that great. I'm just going to return the Forest. We don't get a token. Okay. So I can Deadly Dispute the food. Deadly Dispute the food. Make my creatures bigger. Okay. Now I can, cycle the Generous Ent, grabbing another token creator with my Gingerbread Cabin. Kaboom. Things get even bigger. Oh no, I couldn't play it that turn. Dang. Okay. Let's play Malevolent Rumble. That definitely does make me a token. Get the Generous Ent. And now I guess I'll attack you for 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Maybe I just attack with one of them. I'm a little bit nervous about the potential for a sweeper as well as prismatic strands. Destroy evil. Okay. So we return the Rancor. And Rancor on the Glimmer Barn. Destroy evil kind of makes sense. They're not attacking. They're just passing the turn with 3 cards in hand. Play my Gingerbread Cabin. Now there's my squirrel. This guy can help me. Would have been easier, better earlier. We have cash grab, cash grab. We only have 1 cash grab left in the deck. Let's play the Generous Ent out. Make another food. Swarm Keeper is gigantic. So they can no longer block it profitably. I can just attack in. There's no reason to not. And we're looking for an opening to just ram through to kill them. They have the strands. Okay. Passing the turn. I kind of have them at a standstill. They're still passing the turn. All right. We only have 25 cards left in deck. Let's play out the Baker's Bane duo. Get a food. And then these rumbles are starting to get a little bit sketchy. I don't want to mill. Don't want to kill myself by milling myself out. Another Generous Ent. Oh, yeah, I'll take it. Okay. And then I'll play out my Mandrills. We have a lot of creatures. Attacking again. Looks like they have another Destroy Evil. If they tap out at any point, we can just sack all the things and kill them. Do we have enough? Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah. Ram through on your 1/1. They're multi-blocking. Okay. And then they're going to use a pump spell. Sure. Now they're giving their own creature protection from green. Okay. Fine. Interesting. So they did not want to use the strands. Rancor on Generous Ent. Oh well, I have to be able to beat this one prismatic strands in their graveyard, so they need to basically tap lower than 3 and then activate the strands, and then I can ram through at instant speed. Okay, so if they activate the strands, they're dead. Right? Because these are 1/1s. Yes. Do I have another Gingerbread Cabin? No. All right, let's attack with everything. Oh no, they have 3 mana available. Never mind. Attack with the Generous Ent and the Hooting Mandrills. Hooty Hoots getting in. So the Hooting Mandrills will only be able to kill the Thraben Inspector. Maybe I should Vines so that I can kill all these things. They activate the strands. Fine. So they're going to take 0. I'll play another Generous End. Get another food. Opponent has 2 cards in hand. One of them is a Suture Priest. So now I think it is GG because we can just make this huge attack in and then sacrifice everything and kill them with the thing on the stack. Make a food. They're going to 13. Attack. Here it comes. Ba-boom. So here they put the prismatic strands on the stack. Nope. Okay, they're not going to do it yet. It's fine. They're blocking. They're going to need the strands. Or they're just straight up dead. We have them dead multiple ways. They can't kill my Glimmer Barn with like a Destroy Evil because we can kill them in response. They're thinking it through. Novice Inspector in front of the Glimmer Barn. Blocks the Generous End with a Thraben Inspector. Luminous Phantom in front of the other guy. Sacrifice some tokens. Here we go. So I just need this to have 14 power. Okay, it is a 15-14. Do you have the strands? They didn't. Okay, we win. We'll see you in round 3. All right, so we're here in round 3 on the draw. Multiple black spells. Only thing we're doing is casting Rumble on turn 2. I think I'm gonna mulligan. Don't really have anything going on there. Here we have double Baker's Bane duo. Guess that's fine. And get rid of this Hooting Mandrills. I don't know how I feel about it. Okay, we're up against red, so food's good. Food is good. Land. I'll pass the turn. I think I might want to save the Generous End for a food. They play a Percussionist. I don't know if I'll have time. They get in for 1. My turn. Okay. Play the Baker's Bane. So I guess my plan is for the next turn, I'm going to go Baker's Bane duo again. Cycle for the Gingerbread Cabin. They sack the Implement. I'm just going to be shoving everything in front of their creatures constantly. Goblin Tomb Raider. And let's see if they kill my guy. They do. Okay. They get in for 3. Oh, no, another Chain Lightning. Gets in for 2 or 3. So, Swarm Keeper. Play another Baker's Bane. So we get a token. We now have 2 2/2s. That's the turn. I will block. Maybe I just block the 2/2. Block here. We go to 11. They Chain Lightning me. We're at 8. Okay. I'll cycle. Grabbing the Gingerbread Cabin. Okay. Now my thing is at 3/3. Guess it won't be a 3/3 anymore. But we can draw a card. Or kill this thing. I'll kill your creature. Isn't great. Hopefully they don't get a really good spell here. Goblin Tomb Raider is a pretty good spell for them to get. That's bad. Okay, so they're going to untap. Although the Tomb Raider won't have haste because they don't have an artifact unless they top deck one. Tomb Raider. We are now looking for the black land so I can deadly dispute these food tokens, but they get a bunch of stuff. One is just getting in. Bad news for me. Arms of Hadar will be good. Ram through is kind of medium. They get in. Okay. Next turn they get more creatures with their synth. Gain some life. So not having the black is pretty bad. That's the turn. We're at 11. Another Epicure off the top. One is running a little hot. What is this creature that... Overlord of the Bale Merc. It's a weird avatar. It's like some deer and an eyeball. Okay, anyway. They're getting in for 3. They have 2, 4, 6 power on the table. Come on, creature. Many partings. Okay, so we can many partings. Create a food. Play the angler. Big ol' angler here. Then I'm going to sack a food. And I guess just play the Rancor because I can. Here I want to block a 2/2, I think. Did we stabilize? I don't really want to deadly dispute the food token. They play a Bushwhacker. 3, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Bad news. Block. This puts me to 1. And then back to 4. So I try Cash Grab. Hopefully I get a squirrel. I didn't get a squirrel. But I got this Glimmer Barn, which I can trade with their creature. Okay. Or I can block and Deadly Dispute. Oh no, the Glimmer Barn's a 1/2. Okay, great. Play the Glimmer Barn. And then I think I just have to gain some life. Go to 4. Your turn. For some reason, I'm getting these two confused. The 1/1 that grows and the 1/2 that you can sacrifice. They discard a mountain. Hopefully they'll just find junk. Junk off the top would be great. If they have any burn spell, we're dead because we're going to go to 2. Kuldotha Rebirth. Okay. Nice. We find Baker's Bane Duo. Make a food. And then we'll gain some more life. Pass the turn. Now I'm at 7. Our opponent's got a lot of creatures in play. Okay, Epicure puts me to 6. I have 3 blockers. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll go to 2 here. Block, block, block. Let's Deadly Dispute this Glimmer Barn. Looking for foods. I can cycle the Generous Ent and hopefully grab the Gingerbread Cabin. I did find one. Gingerbread Cabin. Get another food. Play another Glimmer Barn. And gain 3 more life. Pass the turn. I can make this Glimmer Barn 3/4. But they're still going to put me to 3 here. So once again, a burn spell kills me. They are swinging out. Block and block. I will go to 2. Or 3. We'll take 2. They've got the lightning bolt. Cool. I feel like we want more blockers. Let's see, ran through, not good. Rancor, not necessary. Bring in Mass Vandals. Bring in Troublemaker Oofs. Bring in Fumes. Arms of Hadar. And then we need to make one more cut. So it's going to be, I guess, the Gurmag or the Vines. I guess the... Oh no, we also can bring in Weather the Storms. So cut this. Bring in the Weather the Storms. And then just cut a Mandrills. We're just all in on small creatures. Try to survive, eventually get there. We would love to play first. We would love to have lands though, so let's mulligan this one. Colony Garden into Many Partings for Swamp. Okay. Keep. So I have to get rid of Cash Grab. Okay. Land. So Partings for a food is great because Cauldron Familiar can sack the food to drain them and come back. Just keep blocking. Tomb Raider for the opponent. We will grab a swamp. We are almost there to 4 mana to play out our Arms of Hadar. Land. Here's a Cauldron Familiar. We gain a life, you lose a life. Your turn. Probably no point in blocking with the Cauldron Familiar here. Plays a Tomb Raider. I mean, I could block and then bring it back right away. Maybe it's worth it. Okay, block. Maybe this deck should just have 4 Cauldron Familiars? I don't know. A Chain Lightning Face. Okay. We're at 16. Okay. I can go make a food guy. Lay out my Glimmer Barn. Pass the turn. I can just trade this. But I think I'm close to having the Arms of Hadar. They play a Blast Runner. Alright, let's just block. I should have blocked with the plant. I'll sacrifice the plant. Should have blocked with the plant, sacrificed the plant. That would have been way better. A Galvanic, I'll sack the food. Lightning Bolt, so this is 5 damage. 2, 4, 7. Right now it's going to be a... Alright, I'll just sacrifice the food. It lives! Can I get back a squirrel? Alright, let's play the Cash Grab. Get back a Glimmer Barn. Did not get what I needed. Needed a land. Our opponent's only on 1 card though, so that's good. Let's pass. We successfully avoided dying. They play a Valerian Epicure. So they can discard something and then we'll just double block. Getting in for 3. Okay, we'll just trade creatures here. They get to kill one of the Glimmers. Plays a Synthesizer, finding a Percussionist, which they can't cast, so they lose it forever. I find a Colony Garden. Okay. Passing the turn. I think I'm almost at the point where I can attack. They probably sacrifice the Synthesizer, make a 2/2. That is the plan. We find a mountain. They have 1 card left in hand. Plays a mountain. Okay. They're passing. Let's get rid of your stuff. Here comes the long journey of attacking for 1. Coming in. Our opponent is at 18 and we pass the turn. They still have nothing going on. They play a Clockwork. Post combat for some reason. Play Malevolent Rumble. Okay, we find a forest. Play the forest out. Play the Glimmer Barn out. I'm just going to keep calling Barn. Sorry. Get in for 1. They trade, so this allows them to get a card. Synthesizer. So next turn they will have a Synthesizer. Plays out the synth. Finds a Great Furnace. They play it. What's next? They're cracking it. So I hope that they find like a Tomb Raider. They find a Kuldotha Rebirth. This would be really good if they crack it right now. Huge, huge tempo swing. If they have to sacrifice their land and then we just wipe their board again. Yeah, that's great. That's great for me. Okay, get rid of your stuff. And then I'll play a Hootie Hoots. Mandrill's coming out. And attack for 2. Opponent's turn, they play a Mountain. They're passing. I don't know what they're hanging on to. Okay, let's play Many Partings. We get a basic and a food. Play the land. Oh, Cauldron Familiar can come back now. I can dig it. Our opponent is at 10. We have 1, 2, 6. They play a Blast Runner. I'll sack the food to bring back the cat. They go to 9. Swarm Keeper. Let's get in. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That would be lethal. They block the cat. Going to sacrifice a plant. They have to have 2 instant speed burn spells here. Galvanic Blast. Sacrifice the spawn. Lightning Bolt. Okay. So our opponent's going to take 5 damage. They have no cards in hand. We lost our Glimmer Barn. And we lost our cat. But we have a 1/1. We probably win next turn. Yep. Okay, so they played a basic and they're attacking. Sending a message. The message is I lose. Or I win. Depending on who you are. Let's not play this. Just get in. Could have played the Masked Vandal, but I think it's probably better to not just really reveal information. Okay, game 3. Literally on the survival mode. Let's resubmit. Our opponent quickly submitted. We have Colony Garden into Many Partings. Guess I'm gonna keep. Our opponent plays a turn 1 Epicure. But we are looking for creatures. We don't have any creatures in hand. Okay, I play the Colony Garden out. I can turn to block and dispute now that I drew the swamp, because Many Partings would have been used to get the swamp, and I already have it. Also, Weather the Storm in hand is pretty solid. They play a Relic. I don't think that that's that good. Gets in for 1. I'll play a Swamp. Pass the turn. Like the Relic, this I think happens on resolve, so it doesn't stop it from happening. It stops our couple of Hootie Hoots, but not that big of a deal. Plays Voldaren Epicure again. We could work our way up to a Generous Ent, and then it'd be tough for them to win. A block. And Deadly Dispute the plant. Oink. Double Baker's Bane. Okay. My turn. I can cycle the Generous Ent and then kill the Relic. Guess that's worth it. Let's force cycle for the Gingerbread Cabin. They're going to get rid of this. That's fine. Get the Gingerbread Cabin. Play the Forest. And then we will Vandal and exile the Relic. And now I have a 1/3 that you have to deal with. Our cash grabs are going to get us foods because of Baker's Bane duos. So this turn is Baker's Bane plus Many Partings. I guess for them, like bringing in Gorilla Shaman would probably be pretty good because it can eat all my treasures and all my foods. Uh-oh. They're doing something. I'll play my Chasm. Play my 2/2. Make a food. Pass the turn. If they have the... If they have Bushwhacker, I just block and then Weather, gain 6. I'll be taking 10. Okay. Or I just block and take 10 and then go for a bigger turn. So I can go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I think I'm going to take it and not block. So we'll go to 3. Play many partings. Get a forest. Play the forest. Play Glimmer Barn. Play out another 2/2. And then weather, regain the 12. We're back at 15. Another bushwhacker. Okay. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 this time. Block here. Sacrifice a food. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Back to 3. Play the gingerbread cabin. I think it behooves me to gain a little bit of life here. Gain some life. I'm at 6. Another bushwhacker. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Block, block, block. 2, 4, 6, 8. Sack the food. So everything will be dead. I guess I really needed the arms of Hadars. Gonna try deadly disputing a food. What will that do? I can block 3. This is 8 damage. Then I can go to 9 still. But I might draw Weather the Storm. Deadly dispute this food. I did draw the Weather the Storm. Okay, great. That worked out perfect. So we will block, 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 sacrifice my treasure, and then cast Weather the Storm. So now my Baker's Banes are 3/3s, and we gain some life. They lose a bunch of creatures. I still have the food in play. My Cash Grab can get me foods. My Gingerbread Cabin gives me foods. Let's gain some life. Let's Malevolent Rumble. I'll take the Swarm Keeper, just because that can get even bigger. Play the Swarm Keeper out. Now I'm hanging out still. I did lose an Arms of Hadar there. They play Synthesizer. So we beat triple Bushwhacker. That's wild. Our opponent Kuldotha is sacrificing the blood token, not the Synthesizer. Looks like no attacks. I will gain some life with the food. Draw. We'll go many partings. Get a food. Grow my creature. Play Cash Grab. Get back Masked Vandal. Get a food. Grow my creature. Play out the Masked Vandal. Creatures are bigger. We will exile your Synthesizer for sure, getting rid of a random Glimmer Barn. And they reveal a Lightning Bolt. Play a land. Draw, or gain a life. I guess I'm going to pass. I'm close. I was close probably to attacking. I just want to find my Arms of Hadar, but don't really have like synergistic draw cards. Synthesizer. Okay, they find a Great Furnace. So they had a Synthesizer off the top or in hand. They do have 7 attackers, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blockers, not counting the spawn. And they're all 1/1s because they're probably not going to draw that 4th Bushwhacker anytime soon. Another Kuldotha. Oh no. Okay. Can we find the arms? Seal the deal. Deadly Dispute. Okay. I guess Deadly Dispute the spawn. We found the arms. Easy game. Doot doot doot. Arms you. I think that will be the probably the win here. Now I get to Cash Grab. Get back to Glimmer Barn. Sure. Make food. And play it. Doesn't matter. Send. Doot 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 doot. So we have 5, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, it's not enough to kill them. I'm going to send in though. Yeah, we would have put them to 2. Our opponent cracks the Synthesizer. At this point, I'm F6ing. I think it's over. They play a land. And Kuldotha Rebirth. That's pretty strong. They will survive a little bit. Play a Glimmer. Send in the team. So they can trade here. Block here. Then block and block. Interesting. Okay, they put them in front of the Glimmer Barns, the things that can grow. They're going to maintain their 2/2 in play. Your turn. They're going to 4. They play Synthesizer into a mountain. They just keep hitting those synths, but it's not winning the game. They can crack the synth again, make another 2/2, but we have 3 Glimmer Barons, so we can just get in. Sacrifices the Synthesizer, finding a Galvanic Blast. Believe they cannot cast it. They've already just played a land. And they scoop. We are 3-0. This deck is definitely performing. All right, this is round 4. We are actually 3-0, so taking a break makes the bot break. Sorry about that, but we're on the play. We have land, Glimmer Barn. We can many partings. That seems fine. Keep. That will get the black source for the Deadly Dispute. If I find a land off the top, I can just play that out and then maybe play Rancor or Vines or something. What is our opponent up to? We probably just want to get the black. They're on Affinity. Okay. We'll go ahead and grab the swamp and get in for 1. The damage is adding up already. They're at 19. So one thing I noticed after playing this a little bit was that Rancor on here can give you the ATOG fling type scenario. We have another Glimmer Barn that doesn't really do anything. Let's Deadly Dispute the food. We make another token. Now I can many partings again. Make another token, get a green. Play that. Play a Rancor on this. Now I have a Delver. Bam. When it goes to 16, we can play this to get a food. We have 3 in the graveyard already. I don't currently have Vines of Vastwood available for the Glimmer Barn. For the Glimmer. I'm just going to call it Glimmer. They play a Vault of Whispers. They could cast down. They use a Deadly Dispute. That gives them red mana for a Galvanic Blast if they want to. Plays a Krark Clan Shaman, which doesn't currently kill my creature. Alright. Cauldron Familiar. I will start by Deadly Disputing the food, trying to draw some lands. On a Swarm Keeper. I guess I'm going to attack for 3 again. I can play the Swarm Keeper. They're going to Toxin Analysis. Okay. Will you sacrifice some stuff? Maybe they just sacrifice the Clue. They sacrifice their Blood Fountain. I'll Deadly Dispute my Glimmer Barn. Rancor comes back to hand. Hopefully we find a land. We did not. I have 9 cards in hand. So I'll go ahead and play out a Swarm Keeper. Discard the Familiar. And then I can play the Baker's Bane duo. Get a food. Bring back the guy. They play a Kenku. No attacks. Can I find some lands? Cash grab. I'm going to cash grab because I need lands. I still didn't find any lands. Okay, I'll just grab this squirrely thingy. We get a food. And then I can play this Glimmer and then pass the turn. They find a Blood Fountain so they can get back the Krark Clan Shaman now. We can just bring back the Cauldron Familiar by sacrificing the food, but it might be better to have the food on the Glimmer. For 2 mana, they're going to Deadly Dispute. Let's see. Yeah, Deadly Dispute. Sacrificing a Blood token. Now they have red mana again. They decline to attack. Okay, so we found a Generous End. I can cycle grabbing a forest, a regular forest here. Let's play this duo. Make my stuff a little bit bigger. And then I can try to Rancor in the Glimmer Baron, but I feel like they might have Galvanic to kill it, and then I'll lose my Rancor. So I don't think I want to do that. I think I will pass. Our opponent plays a Refurbished Familiar. Okay. So I guess I'm getting rid of one of my 2/2s. I think I value this Angler, and I really value the Rancors, because I want the Rancors on both of these. Raw. Deadly Dispute. So I'll start by Deadly Dispute the food token. Getting another token back, making this a 4/4. Drawing a forest was great. I can play the forest. Play this duo. My other duo becomes a 3/3, but that doesn't matter that much. Get another food. Now I have a 5/5. And let's put the Rancor on it. We have vines to protect it. Use the vines. If I have a 7/5, they have to kill all of their creatures to deal with it. I don't know if that's worth it for me just yet. Is it or not? Actually, their land doesn't die. It just kills these two and they get them back. That doesn't seem worth it. But having the Rancor on that, I think, was worth, like, actually playing that out. I think what I want to do is maybe Rancor the Glimmer and then attack with everything. They have Deadly Disputed, again, sacrificing some sort of treasure or clue. So they have red mana available. They could still cast down this thing. Plays a Silver Bluff Bridge. Our opponent is passing. All right. Find a Generous Ent. So I can cycle the Ent, getting a food by getting the Gingerbread. Sweet. Gingerbread Cabin. Now this thing does not trade with their creatures, it just attacks into them. Then I can Rancor on the Glimmer Barn. And then play the Gurmag. Here I'm going to get rid of some spells in case I want to do the spell that gets back a thing from the graveyard. So it finds a Vastwood. I mean, yeah. Now let's attack. We might just have them here. Okay, so they put the bridge in front of the Glimmer. Currently 8. We'll sacrifice a food. And then, so right now it's 2, 10, 16 damage. So if the Vines of Vastwood resolves, they're dead. Sacrifice a food. They already used a cast down. I'll try to kick a Vines. The Baker's Banes get bigger. It doesn't matter that much. Although I could have just, no, because the food, I have to sacrifice the food for the familiar to get in. Okay, that resolved. That means I'll just sacrifice another food. And then see if that's lethal. Should be 18 damage. They Reckoner's Bargain to go to 21. Okay, so they're not dead. They are taking a ton of damage, going to 3 life. Fair enough. Now they need a sweeper. They need KCS Toxin again. My Glimmer Barn isn't great here because it can just die. I have no cards in hand, so I can F6. They've Deadly Disputed once again, sacrificing the Blood Fountain. They have a 33, but I have a huge creature, an 8/6, pretty strong. A 1 mana 8/6. We have a 1 mana 5/5. Refurbished Familiar draws them a card because I had no cards in hand, so the value does not stop. They play a Seated Synod. They've got 7 cards in hand. Cracks a Clue. Only 2 mana available. Thoughtcast. Well, I guess they can tap the bridge for mana. They have 2 mana left. They could cast down this thing. So if they go block, cast down, they die. Woohoo, we win! So now we know we want to bring in our anti-affinity with the Troublemaker Oofs and the Masked Vandals. And Sundering Growth. And we only have 1 creature token to bring back, but that's fine. We got to get rid of the cloak or the Cauldron Familiar. I think it's kind of medium. And then what do I want to get rid of now? I think I just want to go low to the ground, cutting the big creatures on the end, on the top end. Maybe this deck should be on 4 Generous Ents. Let us submit. We want to just use the ram throughs to kill them. Our fling effect. We have land, like a many partings. This seems okay. Keep. Okay, there's a land for me to kill. I guess I cycled the Generous Ent for a forest so I can turn to kill that. Play a land, pass the turn. We need to use the many partings for a... okay, they have a Refurbished Familiar. I guess I'm going to discard the Vines of Vastwood. They have no land. Cycle this, grabbing a forest. Untap and blast your land. Now I can many partings for a swamp and then Deadly Dispute the swamp. Or Deadly Dispute the food that I create, I mean. They're getting it for 2. No creature. We partings. Grab the swamp. Play it. Let's deadly dispute that food. We're getting closer to playing the generous end out. We have nothing going on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because I just F6 here. They're going to discard with the blood token, discarding a wellspring, looking for a land. They found a Vault of Whispers. Here I'm trying to deadly dispute the treasure probably so I can play a 2-drop. They put us to 16. Find many partings again. So I should partings for another forest. Then deadly dispute the forest. Or the food. Okay. So now I have the Glimmer Barn and a Cloakwood Swarmkeeper. Let's play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Guess just play this Swarmkeeper first. Pass. Then the next turn I can play Glimmer Barn, play Generous End. Looks like they're going to use a Deadly Dispute, sacrificing their blood fountain. Now they have another land. They're definitely getting there. Thoughtcast. Darn. Gets in again for 2. I find another Rancor. Let's go land into Generous End. And this gives me a big blocker for their refurb, as well as making this a 2/2. Now I'm the aggro. I'm getting in for 2. We're pretty much out of lands in the deck. My opponent goes to 18. They have 4 men in play. Plays an Ichor Wellspring. So they draw a card, going back to 8 cards in hand. Do they have a land drop? Red mana, huh? Nothing I can do here. I'm just F6ing. They thought better of it. I think I'm at the point where I just try to Rancor on the Generous End, making them have to have a cast down. If they don't, we're in a great spot to slam in. Parkland Shaman Toxin combo. Let's see. They have it. Okay. So they can sacrifice the Wellspring, gain a bunch of life. We lose our creatures. But I can Glimmer Barn and double Rancor. Play a land. Constantly just getting in. Find a Vines. Let's Glimmer Barn. Play the Forest. Rancor. And Rancor again. So it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13. If I find a Ram through, we can win the game, maybe. If they have a Candy Grapple, I will just use the Vines. Use a Galvanic Blast. I guess maybe I should have used the treasure, like sack the treasure in response. I don't have anything going on. So I'll just sack these things. I sort of just ran out of stuff to do. Opponent puts us at 10, getting in. We do have a 5/2, which isn't nothing. But now they have a Mirror Enforcer. Okay. Play this. Yeah, I think I'm going to go to the next game. Don't know how we get out of that. That wasn't going to do it. We needed to find... They have just revealed their hand of many, many sweepers. We're this Ram through in. And then... Maybe the Vines isn't that great. But what else can we really bring in? Maybe I just need big fatties still, so I can't cut these things. Bring in these creatures. And then maybe... But how many anti-affinity I have? I have 2 Mass Vandals, 2 Oofs. I only have 5 anti-affinity. Let's cut this. Okay, I'm going to keep the Vines in the deck. We'll still go double Vines and just go down 1 Rancor, I guess. I would like to play first. But we have no lands. No lands again. Dang. Not looking good. They keep 7. We're dead. Okay. Keep. Put back. Land. Land? We're going to grab the forest or the swamp anyway right now. Many partings for the basic. Then we can start trying to draw some cards. It's not terrible to have this as the option. Alright, we grabbed our swamp and passed the turn. Our opponent was AFK there for a little while. They play a bridge. Find Masked Vandal. Let's deadly dispute the food. Another Masked Vandal. Not great. They play another bridge. So we were looking for like a cash grab. So I'll go Baker's Bane Duo. Make a food. Then deadly dispute the food. Okay, pass the turn. Our opponent looks like they're going to deadly dispute away a land. Interesting. So if I can find a generous end, we can get rid of this. I want to get rid of probably their blue-black land, and then secondly on this, because it casts the thought cast. Let's go Cloakwood Swarmkeeper into duo creature, make a food, and then go land, Rancor on this. It gets +1, and swing in. Bam, take 5. Kind of expect them to try to kill this, and then I can Vandal. I might even want to just like send in everybody just to get a creature dead so I can Vandal. They play a Great Furnace. No Sweeper. We know they have breath weapons in their deck. And we know Baker's Bane Duo only works if you cast a spell. So I guess I attack with everything, they breath weapon, then I kill this land, kill this land. Let's attack with everything. This is 8 damage coming in. Here's a breath weapon. Or just handy grapple. Okay, that thing's dead. Rancor comes back to hand. They're taking 4. We Masked Vandal. Exile your land. Then I'll play this Glimmer Barn and pass. I think I want to try to bait them with the Rancor in the next turn, but I'm not sure. Like if I go Rancor and then they breath weapon, then I can Masked Vandal another land. I could also Rancor and the Masked Vandal here to make it a 3/3 trampler. They play another Mist Vault. They're currently at 11. I find a Ram through. Let's Rancor on the Glimmer Barn. They kill my 2/2. Okay. Then I'll go Vandal and exile your blue land again. Attack in. 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, sending in the team. Our opponent's at 5, so they're gonna have to do something here. I don't know what's gonna happen. They can't kill these with a breath weapon. This thing, we can just sacrifice 1 treasure or sacrifice a food. They play a Seed of the Synod. So maybe they go like, oh, never mind. We're 4-0 on round 5. Okay, for all the marbles, let's go. Keep this. We can turn the Glimmer into Rancor tap land, or we can go Chasm first. Our opponent plays an Epicure. I think we play the Chasm, then pass the turn. Then we can play the Squirrely guy, making a 2/2 with a food. Our opponent has a lot of creatures on the table already. Ouch. Bam. Alright, I'll make a creature. 2/2. Happily trade with your 2/2 if you want. They say no. Uh-oh, they make a food, or a synthesizer. Mountain. Do you have the Bushwhacker? No. They bolt my creature. And Kuldotha Rebirth. This is happening very quickly. Just getting in for a million. Oh, geez. Lay out the Glimmer. Cycle this. Grab a forest. Play the forest. Play a Swarmkeeper. Pass the turn. They have 1 card in hand. I can block this and sack the food. Then kill it. And I can... 1, 2... I'll take 5. End the festivities. Okay. Alright, block here. Sack the food. We're taking 5. We have a 3/4. They have another Kuldotha Rebirth. Amazing. Well, we have no outs to this, I think. You win. You win! And now I know that we just want the Weather Storms and all the Sweepers. And then some creatures to put on the table. We can get rid of the Gurmags and the Hoots. And then any sort of like pump spells, all that stuff does not matter. Get rid of the Rancors and the Vines, get rid of the Ram Throughs. Okay, what do we got left? We can bring in 1 extra card. I think it'll be the Vines. That was crazy. They smashed us. We'll go first. I have... This hand seems fine. Keep. I can go Swarmkeeper turn 1, and then I can Partings for... Partings for the Swamp, play the Cauldron Familiar. Opponent leads on a Reckless Lackey, getting in for 1 damage. I'm not going to block. I'm going to have a 2/2 next turn. No blocks. Many Partings. Get that Swamp. Play the Swamp. We get food. Swamp, Cauldron Familiar, drain you, pass. Gorilla Shaman. Okay, mean. They kill my food. Well, that means they can't attack. Let's Malevolent Rumble, make a token. And I'll get the... I want to... guess it has to be the Gingerbread Cabin here, because next turn I'll have the ability to sweep their board. I could do it right now by sacrificing these, or on the next turn. Yeah, I'll play the Forest in case I need to weather the storm. I have a 3/3. It's quickly getting out of range of their burn spells. It would be sick to trophy with this, but we do have to win 2 post-board games. And like I said from the other match, they did bring in Gorilla Shaman, which makes a lot of sense. Kills my thing. Okay. Plays a Tomb Raider. Okay. They attack. I will block. Does that matter? I'll block the 2/2. We go to 19. And now 18. So they're going to let me untap. So destroy your creatures. Then I'll play the Gingerbread Cabin. Unfortunately, I'm not going to gain any life off this cabin. That's the turn, but I am still at 18. They have no creatures on the table. Anything off the top, creature-wise, is good for me. They play a Percussionist. That's not great. I'm going to cycle this Fumes. I'm looking for a token maker or a land. Our opponent... okay, there you go. That's the turn. Maybe I should just... are they going to double bolt me on end step? Bushwhacker, okay. I don't think gaining 6 is that necessary here. I'll play this Swarm Keeper out. Now I'm going to block and Deadly Dispute it. Does this make sense? I think so. Galvanic Blast, okay. Deadly Dispute this thing. We go to 9. They have 2 cards in hand. We're going to go to 8. But if they have double Galvanic in hand, I'm dead. Weather? Do you have it? They don't have it. Phew. Lucky. Oops, we're going to arms you again. They have 1 Galvanic. Scary. They find a Chain Lightning. We need a food creature. So they play a Synthesizer. Finds an Epicure. Chain Lightning, we can't do anything about that. We had 1 treasure token, but we can't use it. They play the Epicure. Come on. Okay, I will cash grab. Looking for a squirrel. Did not find a squirrel. Take the Glimmer. Play it. Now I have a creature to block. Still scared though. Still scared. I'm at 9. They discard a land. They're probably likely to crack the Synthesizer this turn, and we have another board sweep. They crack the Synthesizer. Finding a mountain. So Bushwhacker maybe? No attacks. Okay. We have Revive the Shire. What do we want to get back? We can get back the Troublemaker Oof, but that doesn't really do anything. Let's get rid of their land. We have Cloakwood Swarmkeeper, Glimmerbarn, Oof, Swarmkeeper, Cauldron Familiar, Swarmkeeper. I think I get back... guess I get back the Oof, and then I bargain, kill their land, but that doesn't make that much sense. I'll take the Swarmkeeper, make a food. And then I'm going to just... well, I can bring back the cat with the food. That's interesting. Okay, I'll play the Swarmkeeper out. Your turn. They play a land. No attacks. So I will bring back the cat. They go to 18, we go to 10. They have 2 cards in hand. We have a Deadly Dispute. So let's Deadly Dispute on the treasure token. They bolt the Glimmer Barn. Let's go Vines on the barn. The Glimmer. Okay. Does not resolve. Find another Deadly Dispute. They have 1 card in hand. Now I can Deadly Dispute my cat. Found a Troublemaker Oof. I think I'm just going to arms you now. We have a 3/3. Or maybe I just pass. I'll pass. I have the board pretty locked up. I want to wait on the arms, I think. They play an Epicure, putting me to 9. We only have 1 Deadly Dispute left in the deck. They cycle, or discard, they rummage. Okay, there we go. So they're using a Kuldotha Rebirth, or they have that in hand. They've shown us that they're going to potentially use it. So we don't want to do this yet. Play another Swarmkeeper. Play my land out. Pass. I need a token maker. Lackey. Okay. Maybe that's what they were considering playing before. Okay. Colony Garden to make a token. So I now have a 4/4 and a 2/2. And then get rid of your stuff. So they draw a card, make a treasure. I'll bargain away this plant and just get rid of a land, I guess. And attack. I don't know what I'm doing. I just attack with a 2/2. I almost attacked with everything, but I'm afraid that they'll have Kuldotha into Bushwhacker. Synthesizer. Okay. Lightning Bolt in hand, or in exile. Cracks the Synthesizer. Finds Kuldotha. Yeah, that's sort of what I was afraid of. Now they can Kuldotha the treasure token or the Great Furnace. They go Bolt Face. Yep. They're not going to Kuldotha. They do. Can I find a food? Many partings. Okay. Search for a basic. No basic. Make a food. And then I'm going to gain some life. Pass the turn. I have a 5/5, 2/2, 1/1. We're hanging out. They Synthesizer. Finding a Chain Lightning. They go face. We're at 6. Uh-oh. Another Kuldotha. Or a Tomb Raider. Okay, can I find an Arms of Hadar off the top? I've got nothing going on. They can attack for a lot now. Cash grab is good. Let's cash grab. Finding the Vandal. Don't have a squirrel, I don't think. I do have a squirrel? Wait, what? I don't understand how I have a squirrel. Oof is... I don't know. I made a food somehow. I just don't understand this. I guess I take it. Let's go Vandal. Exile your land. And then we'll exile this Glimmer Barn. So this is a 1/2 now. And then I guess I'm passing. Maybe I should sack the food right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I have to sack the food to the Cauldron Familiar. They play a land. No attacks. Okay. You find the Baker's Bane duo. That's huge. More foods. Okay. That is very, very good. Guess I will pass. Opponent has 2 cards in hand. They're passing. At some point, I need to win the game. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Generous End's pretty good. Play the Generous End. More foods. Baker's Bane becomes a 3/3. And guess I'm passing. We're about to have 8 creatures. We can bring back the Cauldron Familiar and have 8 creatures anyway. I think I just need a Rancor, but I took them all out. Okay, they have a Clockwork, making their Tomb Raider a 2/2 again. I think I'm going to crack a clue, or a food. Uh-oh. They have another Kuldotha on the Clockwork. That's huge. Tomb Raider. Okay, they play a Tomb Raider. We're going to gain 3 life. They're 1 card in hand again. Looking for an Arms of Hadar. Gingerbread Cabin makes another food. Things get big. Alright, that's good. I'm passing more. Currently at 9. They find a Lackey, so they can sacrifice that to draw a card. And make a treasure, so that makes the Tomb Raider bigger. I'm just going to sack the food with the cat. Bring cat back. Put them to 15. I'm at 10. Glimmer Barn. Okay. Just more creatures on the table. We have reached a stalemate. Do I start attacking with my 9/9? They play a land. Another Glimmer Barn. Okay, I'll play it. I think I'm going to swing in with my 9/9 now. Doink. Okay, they take it, go to 6. Next turn they have to start chumping. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 creatures on the table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for me. Okay. You find a Weather. That's pretty big as well. Get in for 9. So this will... They'll probably block with the Lackey and sack the Lackey. Okay, that's what they're doing. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, they draw a card, make a treasure. I have Weather in hand. I can gain 6 life right here. A lot of 1/2s. They play a land. Okay, I have a Baker's Bane again. Things get bigger. Sweet. Make a food. Okay. I think we're turning the corner. Attack with my 10/10. Doink. Yes. Eat a creature. I can feel it. I can feel it. Don't do me dirty. They have 4 cards in hand. Bushwhacker. Okay. Here it comes. Here comes the pain. All right, so we will set up the blocks. Block this one, block this one, block, 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 block here. They attacked with everything, which is interesting. Block here, block, block, block. We win! Hooray. Okay, that was not the final game, so now it's for all the marbles. Sorry for yelling there, I got really excited. Let's try again. Imagine if I hadn't cycled the suffocating fumes. Okay, we're missing a land. They kept 7, I think we have to mulligan. And we mulligan again. Well, we're gonna lose. Okay, keep. We have, get rid of this. Get rid of this. We have to get 3 cards in the graveyard. Get rid of this Cloakwood Swarmkeeper. Or the Rumble. I'm going to Mass Vandal their artifact land. I think I want to get rid of the Swarmkeeper. Play the land. That is super bad. We've mulliganed to 4 against a hyper-aggressive aggro deck. Okay, land. Cycle. Grab another land. Our opponent plays an Epicure and a Tomb Raider. Okay. So we're taking some damage. Play a land. Put a Mass Vandal into play. Get rid of one thing. Your turn. They bolt my creature and get in for 4. 5. Ah. Oh no, they have another land. 5 damage. Let's Partings. Make a food. Get the swamp. Play out the Glimmer. Play a land. I can block this now. They cycle. Or Rummage again. 2 cards in hand. Gorilla Shaman. Okay. They go after my food. I play Bushwhacker. So this is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. GG. We couldn't get there. The mulligan to infinity. 4-1 with this deck is pretty solid. I like it. All right, so I would like to have more stuff for red in the sideboard. Maybe something like Eviscer's Insight could be better than Deadly Dispute. I don't know. Overall, we seriously crushed, so that was awesome. I think maybe getting rid of these or more like early game stuff could be interesting as well. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. That was really cool. Thanks to Baggin for showing us your cool list, and we will see you in the next video.